know if you know what that sound is, but that's rain, and it's falling in parts of central Texas. We're not the only ones wondering when rain is going to make its return. I want to know where this video is from. I don't know where that's from.
We want some.
It's old video, I'm being told by our producer. Okay, so here's Easton with today's question for Shane to explain.
Hi Shane, my name is Easton Simmons. I'm going to the 4th grade. I live in Maynard, Texas. I have a question. It's so hot in Texas. When it's gonna rain again?
Well, Easton, I can assure you, you are not the only person who has asked me that question. Also, by the way, love the outfit while you're asking that question. So, Easton, your question, when is it going to rain again? I wish I could tell you the exact minute and hour it was going to, but it's a little bit more difficult than that. Let's start with what the current setup is across the country. We have that heat dome that's currently sitting in the Midwest, but it's still influencing our temperatures and our conditions here locally in Texas. Now, let's also take a look at the rainfall so far throughout the month. As we were just mentioning, that video, y'all, it was old. I can't even tell you when it was from because it certainly wasn't from yesterday. We didn't have any rainfall recorded out at Camp Mabry. Most likely wasn't taken this month because we only had a trace of rain, which is considered immeasurable. That's why we're below the 1.5 inches or so normal. And as you take a look for the entire year, we're over 7.5 inches shy of where we should be at this point. Now, our hopes for rain are really focused here in the Gulf of Mexico, where we have a possible tropical disturbance. In fact, there's a 70% chance over the next 48 hours that it could become a tropical system. Most likely, the chances are leaning toward a tropical depression. However, that heat dome, it looks like it's going to keep the bulk of that moisture down toward our south. That's why the rainfall forecast is showing all those heavy and darker shades of green just south of Austin and the KVUE viewing area. Now, as we zoom out a little further, you notice we're not the only ones trending dry. In fact, as you go into Kansas and Oklahoma, that heat dome is just heavily influencing the dry conditions there, and unfortunately does not mean good conditions for our drought either. Now, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to be taking a more extended look at our forecast and trying to search for some kind of measurable rain.
He's going to be searching everywhere. It's like,
where did I put that rain?
Where did it go?
Somebody see my rain?
I'm looking for it, y'all. I'm looking for it.
Stuck somewhere.
Can't find it anywhere.
Okay, thank you so much. You know, if your child has a question about the weather, let Shane explain. Send us a video saying their name, grade, and your question, and text it to 512-459-9442. That number's right here on your screen. Shane's going to answer it and try his best here on Daybreak.